Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone. We are from Group D. We present about the assignment 2, which is the designing recruitment and selection process for a job. To begin with, our group have invited one of the senior human resource manager of Lulu Hypermarket Malaysia to be our guest speaker. The main focus of this interview session is to completing our starting task, which is interviewing HR manager to have a deep knowledge regarding HR department operations, especially during COVID-19 outbreak, and to explore the recruitment and selection process for a job. Next slide. Here is our team members. First, Anas Lutifi bin Othman Lutifi. Second, Nur Zaharah Binti Abdul Aziz. Third, Loh Xue Er. And lastly, Nurul Iylia Binti Azmi. First of all, Lulu Hypermarket is a famous Middle Eastern hypermarket chain based in Abu Dhabi. It opened its first Malaysian outlet in 2016, which is located in Cap Square, Kuala Lumpur. Lulu Hypermarket is considered as a one-stop shopping centre as almost everything that is needed by shoppers are available there, such as grocery goods, dry product, fresh meats, clothing and gadgets, and to even electronic and kitchenwares. The vision of this company is to truly become a global retail brand by retaining the number one position in the organized retail sector of the regions it operates in and strive to be the preferred employer for its multi-ethnic base. And the mission of this company is to provide a unique shopping experience to customer with unmatched value in terms of quality of products and services, while continuously exploring new market opportunities and adding value to all its business associates. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
I will explain about the input from the interview session with Lulu Hypermarket HR Manager. For question 1 is about the issue and challenge of COVID-19 on the working practice in Lulu Hypermarket. Lulu Hypermarket need to be operate with minimum number of staff and limited manpower during the outbreak. An unstable SOP procedure by government, this issue give an impact to their working practice during COVID-19. Okay, for question 2 is about the issue and challenge of COVID-19 to their remote working practice. The issue of doing remote working practice during a pandemic is mainly affected by the staff office in Lulu Hypermarket. Meanwhile, for the in-store staff, they need to keep in touch physically by performing face-to-face working practice. Then they need to plan what document or supplier they need to bring home for the time period they are working at home, because some documents are only available in office. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
For the third question, what is the effect of COVID-19 on staffing practices in terms of quantity and quality of employees in the organization? According to HR manager in Lulu Hypermarket, he agreed that the effect of COVID-19 on staffing practices in terms of quantity and quality of employees really have a massive problem for the organization. This is because the employees are less monitored by the supervisor or the manager. Next slide. For the fourth question, what is the organization's recruitment practices in this challenging time? Based on the interview, Lulu Hypermarket recruitment practices in the challenging time is by doing virtual job interview. Even so, the company believes that making face-to-face interview session will be more effective than virtual interview because human resource department can see the interviewer more closely. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter for the next question.
The next question, question five is on the methods that they have used to recruit potential employees, whether it is internal or external. So, Lulu Hypermarket mentioned that the methods that they use depends on the types of job they are posted. For blue collar positions like retailer, sales assistant, there's no specific requirements or experiences. Even the SPM leavers can apply for this type of job. But then for white collar positions like executives, a minimum of 2 to 3 years of experiences in retail is needed. They also mentioned that both internal and external recruitment methods were used. And then moving on to question 6, we asked Little Hypermarket to provide an example of vital measurement or assessment tool that they use to select potential employees. They mentioned that there is no specific assessment tool that are being used. Instead, there is interview assessment points that are used by interviewers during interviews to take the points that the applicants match in their assessment points. And then there are also special assessments or tasks given for job positions like accountant, IT, graphic designer, and chef to see if they are really capable and knowledgeable in the for the job position.
The next question 7, which is being a HR professional, what role do you play in making employment decisions at your organization? According to the HR manager at Lulu Hypermarket, the role that he played in making employment decision was searching and selecting the right candidates to recruit and take them on behalf of the company. HR manager should shortlist all the candidates according to the position. If those candidates are more related to the technical part like IT, graphic designer or accountant, we will just shortlist according to their qualification in terms of education. Then the HR manager will share decision to the department and will arrange an interview for the process. Next, for the last question, which is, can you share one major issue related to the staffing practice that you have encountered your organization in the recent past in terms of HR planning, recruitments, and selection? Before the uh, Lulu Hypermarket was the one major issue was manpower planning for the new outlet. During the opening of a new branch, HR planning a certain manpower according to how big the new outlet and what department the company needs for the manpower. For example, recently Lulu's latest outlet that opened at Seri Kembangan, they are planning around 80 staff. Then they need the 80 staff that they need for the new outlet in many positions such as cashier, driver, store assistant, and many more. Next, in terms of recruitment, according to the HR manager, recruiting the new staff is very challenging, especially nowadays with the young generation not ready looking to work in a retail or hypermarket section. They prefer to work on their own and more prefer to work online business. Young generation nowadays have the choice to work as a food rider such as Foodpanda, GrabFood, and parcel delivery, and many more. So that was the major issue that Lulu Hypermarket faced. For the selection, the HR manager mentioned that for the normal staff, it is not an issue, but only for the managerial and executive level because the candidate needs to pass the final interview with the panel and they will advise and give the decision whether the candidates are successful or fail. The candidates need to have a strong background and good communication skill and also have knowledge about IT so that the candidates can pursue their job easily. Okay, I will pass to the next presenter.
Alright, now I will explain about the job description for marketing executive position. The job description can be defined as the fundamental job requirements, work function, and job responsibility of the position. There are six job descriptions for the marketing executive, which is formulating innovation idea for effective and coherent marketing strategies. Next is analyzing industry trend, brand awareness, and competitor incentive by doing market research and analysis. Then execution advertising or public relation initiative across a variety of mediums such as social media and any online platform. After that, do a weekly or monthly report on marketing performance and return on investment to see marketing performance. Next slide. Incorporating customer relation management CRM software to determine the right information. Lastly, is build a variety ideas for campaign or techniques for the marketing project with marketing department staff. Next slide. Now is about job specification. The employee certification can be defined as a written description of the additional credential and special attribute that are necessary to accomplish a job as well as other dispensary requirement.
There are 6 job certification for marketing executive, which is minimum 5 or 6 years of working experience in sales or marketing department. Next, the candidate must possess at least degree or master or PhD holder in marketing or equivalent. Next slide. Okay. Have a solid knowledge and great understanding of website and online platform, because nowadays online platform have a huge potential to do a marketing activity. Then the requirement language is Mandarin, English and Bahasa Malaysia. After that, have excellent interpersonal presenting, problem solving and communication abilities. Lastly, need to be energetic, willing to learn, positive attitude, creative and able to work in a team. That's all for me. I would like pass to the next presenter.
So, here is the job advertisement for marketing executive job for the recruitment purpose that our group have created.
Okay, next which is method chosen in our advertisement, which is, we use targeted message and branded message. For targeted message, next slide. Okay, for the targeted message refers to the producing an advertisement with a particular target market in mind, and also advertisement teams are designed to attract a specific of employees. This method may dissuade applicants who are not interested in the work attribute features in the message for applying the job. Okay, XYZ company choose this method because XYZ company targets applicants who have specific criteria that we have set in the advertisement, where the applicant must have 5 to 6 years of working experience in the field of sales and marketing. In addition, the applicant must possess at least degree or master or PhD holder in marketing or equivalent. Next, for the branded message. A branded message promote the unit's value, culture, and identity to draw applicants who suit their brand's description. Branded message might highlight how a particular area of the organization provide applicants with the special chance. Applicant will react to the advertisement with a positive view of the organization, increased intention to apply for jobs, and a better pre-hire information about benefit of the job. As well as that company use this method because the company provide various benefits to the employees in order to provide comfort and keep them in the company with good performance. I will pass to the next presenter.
So lastly, we have design tool selection tools for marketing executive. So the tool selection tools that we choose are application blanks and interviews. Firstly, on application blanks, we choose this as one of the selection tools that are suitable for marketing executive because interviewers can decide which information that they want to include in the application blanks. So for marketing executive, we can include information like years of experience in sales or marketing, and then their level of education, whether it's degree, PhD, or master, and if they are related in marketing. And then we can also ask what languages that they are fluent in, and the knowledge on websites or any other online platforms can be included in the application blanks. Through these application blanks, we can also verify the information that they have presented on the resumes. Besides that, we can also identify any other information that they did not include in their resumes. And then for interviews, we choose this because it is the one of the most widely used type of selection tools for recruiting potential candidates. So for these interviews, we choose face-to-face interviews or physical interviews. Through physical interviews, interviewers can analyze their body language and manners of the interviewees. They can also ask questions directly or any problems related to marketing industry to see how they respond and if they can think critically on the spot. The applicants can be tested on the spot to see if they are really knowledgeable in the marketing industry. In conclusion, COVID-19 pandemic has forced many businesses to close down and has made the recruitment process to be more difficult. It has also led to an unprecedented disruption of e-commerce in most of the industry sectors. Some of the short-term challenges that are faced by the industries are like constant worry for their health and safety, disruption in the supply chain, the workforce, the cash flow, and also like sudden surge in the consumer demand for products like toilet papers, hand sanitizers, and facial masks. And then there's also challenges faced in sales and marketing. Finding the right candidate can, in this present time, takes a little effort and even less time, especially when technologies are being used in the process. Although the main goal is attracting potential candidates, job advertising can also do a lot more than that, like enhancing the employer's brand value. So that's all from us. Thank you.